Mopars. My favorite, 69 Coronet, pretty cool piece, and a Super B in the junkyard. An original paint Super B in the junkyard? Gotta take a look. Now, the Super B followed the Plymouth Roadrunner, which came out in 1968, and as we all know, used Warner Brothers Roadrunner cartoon bird. Now, Plymouth thought they'd sell 10,000 Roadrunners and have a hit. They sold 44,000 cars in 68 the first year. Well, Dodge said, we want a piece of that. They didn't have a Roadrunner equivalent until midway through 68 when they came up with the Super B. Now, they copied the recipe. They had a cartoon creature, psychedelic lettering, and voila, the Super B was born. For 1969, Dodge expanded the available body styles to two. 1968 was simply the pillar coupe like this one here, but for 69, they added the hard top. And something we see on this, to keep the price below $3,000, they cheaped out on the rear window glass. Instead of the hard tops, roll up, roll down windows, the coupe has a pop out rear window, which is hinged like that right there. But again, it was all about keeping the price below $3,000, so kids working high school jobs and supermarkets could actually afford to buy a brand new Super B. Inside, this one does have the base interior, which has the bench front seat. You gotta remember, the bucket seats and console cost another $150 if you wanted the 4-speed or the automatic on the floor, and cool buckets. Standard was the bench seat right out of a taxi cab. Now, while I'd like to see a 4-speed sticking out of that floor, well, this one does have the extra cost column-shifted torque flight automatic. Not a bad transmission. And the seat in this, being a bench, this one does not have headrests. January 1st, 1969, the federal government mandated all U.S. car makers had headrests. So they were added. That would tell us this car was built before January 1st, 1969. And while it's not here now, the Super B was built with a standard Dodge Charger RT 150-mile-an-hour speedometer. Now, you're going to wonder, how wise was it to give an 18-year-old kid a 150-mile-an-hour speedometer and challenge him to see if he could peg it? That's why so few Super Bs exist to this day. Now, it is a muscle car, so under the hood, you're going to see one of two things, a 383 or a Hemi. Let's look. Okay, there's no engine in this one here. Instead, there's a tree. This car is 49 years old this year, and this tree has got to be at least 40 years old. So this car was probably hit when it was 9 years old, parked here, and whatever engine was in this thing removed, and this tree actually grew up in this Super B. Now, even though there's no engine in this car, we can still add some clues to find out if it was born with the street Hemi or the 380 tree. Now, in 1969, there were 26,125 Super Bs built in total. Of them, only 258, or about 1 to 100, had the 426 Hemi. So, we go to the VIN or the trim tag and have a look. Okay, what we're looking for here is the letter J in the 5th spot of the vehicle identification number. What do we got? Trim tag's gone. These are screwed down and somebody grabbed it. Let's go to plan B, the VIN. Okay, inside the car, the VIN tag is up here. That's gone too. There's 2 holes where the rivet's been pulled out. All right, well, we're not out of clues on B bodies with street Hemis between 66 and 71. It's a thing called a torque box. We can still find out if it's got one or not and see if it's a Hemi car. With 425 horsepower and 490 foot-pounds of torque, the Hemi could be a very violent engine, especially when coupled to a 4-speed transmission. Now, the thing is, these cars are leaf spring equipped. The leaf spring bolts to the bulkhead of the car, and it could actually distort power shifting a 4-speed Hemi car. So what Chrysler did was use a stamped steel plate welded to the front of the bulkhead, and that was the torque box. It actually came from the convertible parts bin. Now, all Hemi cars got it, but we got one here. Let's find out. Okay, no torque box. So this one is not a Hemi, it's a tree. But again, it's still a Super B. It's a very special Dodge. This Super B is a bona fide Dodge muscle car. It's a member of the Dodge Scat Pack, the cars with the bumblebee stripes. And as a turbine bronze metallic 2-door post, this car deserves to live on. So I think what I would do if this were mine, I'd get a chainsaw, get rid of the tree, and get it out of here. Now, when it was new, it cost $3,000, and yes, you'd probably spend 30 times that, or about 90 grand, to bring this car back to square one. But reproduction quarter panels, floors, and trunks are readily available. And in this turbine bronze paint, this thing would be a stunner when restored. Deserves to live on.